Hello everybody, this is iNcontroL with Mime Artosis. He is going to be playing today at 6 p.m., but until then, he's going to be covering better players. What are your thoughts going into this qualifier?
My thought is I'm really excited to be covering better players until I get to play, at which case I'll probably lose.
Restating the question, very safe answer, also boring. I want to know more about your thoughts. You've been saying you've been training a lot. I know you've been practicing. You're actually a very much so understated player. Artosis does quite well at this game. So I want to know, are you confident? What are your thoughts? What are you worried most about going into this qualifier?
I'm pretty confident. I think I'll make it through my group unless I randomly have someone that's ridiculously good in it. As far as I know, it's not going to be too hard. I mean, I'm not really scared of anyone. ZVZ can be a little bit random. I feel completely confident in Zerg vs. Terran. And then Zerg vs. Protoss, it's here and there. I mean, I could lose to a Protoss again, but I think I'll be able to pull it out.
Now, the map pool in order for people that aren't sure going into today is going to be Scrap Station 3rd, Metalopolis 2nd, and Xel'Naga 1st. Those are pretty good Zerg maps looking at that. Do you think that's because they've had a lack of Zerg players? Or, I mean, do you think there's any kind of thought process there, or is it just random?
Well, Zerg maps are actually the maps that are the most balanced. I think most people agree with that, like Metalopolis and stuff, because Zerg start out being the weak race, and a lot of the maps, like Steps of War, you know, they're too small for Zerg. So I think it's just three maps that overall people are like, yeah, these are pretty balanced. We should get some good players coming through. The more skilled players should win on these maps.
So for the people that missed that, Scrap Station, according to you, is one of the most balanced maps.
It's going to be a Terran map. It actually is. The reason why people think it's a Zerg map is because you can't rush Zerg, and people are used to rushing Zerg.
Yeah.
But the actual architecture of the map is Terran. Thank you.
New Artosis, old antics, still dumb. So going GSL 3, we just had the grand finale for the last one. Spoiler alert, that Zerg player, Zergbong, is going to be famous for 2 whole days before we start talking about other people. But looking past the past 2 GSLs, we had Fruit Dealer in the first one, Zergbong in the third one. What Zerg's going to win the third one?
What Zerg's going to win the third one? That's a hard question. Well, I don't know. I think Zergbong is the best Zerg. I think Idra's up there. I don't think we're going to see a repeat of the Fruit Dealer victory ever. I don't know. If a Zerg were to win the next one, I would put it on maybe Xenio or Zergbong.
So Artosis has to get in there to get you guys some more awesome coverage. So I'm going to wrap this up real quick. But one of the big questions about GSL 3 in the qualifier is the foreigners. Who do you think has the best chance? Who do you think, let's go a little dirty on this, who's going to get their ass handed to them in the first round for the third time? And then also, what's the landscape of today look like? Do you think there's going to be qualifiers, or do you think the foreigners are going to make it in? And then do you think anyone can win a couple rounds?
Yeah, I think Idra has the best chance, obviously. I think he's the best foreigner easily, and he should make it through and make it pretty deep. He'll probably get stopped by Zerg vs. Zerg again. And then I think, I miss myself, I think I actually have a really good shot this time. I think you have one of the best shots. I think Loner will definitely get in.
Rhett?
Sen, maybe. I think Rhett will get in.
Let's get dirty now. Who's getting knocked out and getting their ass handed to him?
I feel like Huck might get in, but I think he's probably going to hit a good Zerg. I just have this gut feeling, and a Zerg is going to take him out. Jinro, I don't know. He's sick, as I was just talking to him, and even though he played really well at MLG, I was so impressed. I could see him not making it through. Hater, I feel like he's not going to make it. The other 2 guys come from Taiwan. I don't think they're going to make it. Softball and Deuce. And all the randoms that are coming that no one really knows, I don't think any of those.
What about Sen? He's one of the big profile players.
Sen, I don't really know, because his Zerg vs. Terran is like Roach based, and that's really terrible. People are just doing that because Roach has an additional range, but it's bad. So I don't know if Sen will make it through, but the kid is pretty beastly at lands normally. So it could go either way on Sen. I think it just matters how hard his group is.
Thank you very much, Artosis, and look for more coverage from MYM Artosis. We are at GSL 3. Thank you very much.